Do I ship Jekka? Yeah, that's the narrative of the film. So I think I do. I do. I think that's what it was supposed to be. I mean, there might be some other subtle things going on underneath, and there's like a whole universe that's been tapped into, of course. But I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'll just say that I played Jesse in the franchise. I loved my time, and I loved committing to the scenes where Jesse and Becca have a romance, and that was what was written. And fun fact, ready for this tea? Oops, just spilled some. Pitch Perfect 2, wonderful movie, had a very, very big, I feel like now legally I could say this now that it's been 75 years, a very awesome Jesse and Becca storyline that got removed from the final edit. Elizabeth Banks told me why at one point. I think it was, I don't remember the exact reason, because I know it came out really well, and I know it felt really good when we filmed it. But that's kind of the reason why Jesse goes away for a lot of Pitch Perfect 2, and they kind of had to like keep him away from Becca, and that's why he comes back at the end. But it's not as impactful maybe because we didn't set it up that he's going somewhere. But in the initial script that we filmed, Jesse goes off to USC. He graduates early, and there's a lot of really nice endings of scenes that were kind of cut off where we talk about how I have to leave, and then there's like the actual scene where he leaves, and we shot it in the snow. We shot it in the Baton Rouge summer where I had back sweat, but we faked it winter and there was snow, a lot of production value. I remember there was a scene where Anna Kendrick's character gives me a E.T. It's like a sweet little like, here, I thought you'd like this movie. It's about an alien. And I'm like, yeah, I know that movie. And it's super sweet, and it was really reminiscent of the first movie, and I wonder where those scenes are. Gosh, there's so many. I always wonder like where those things go. But it was really great, and it was lifted conveniently just to make room for a lot of the other storylines. And that's kind of why Jesse goes away a little bit. Like he's like kind of in the riff off, but doesn't really have a moment. They were kind of like they were like fading him out of the story, so that he can leave. But had we just kind of filmed the version that ended up being there, I probably could have been in more of the movie or stuff like that. But hindsight being 2020, I think the movie turned out pretty great.